the 18. So the Baylor Bears offense will have the football first. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Punch it out of the air.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll go to the air on second and short. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll run him from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Grab near the marker. It's Bobo. Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the...
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Burks. Pocket breaking down. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The Knights will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback will keep it. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
Touchdown, Baylor! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Burks. Got his man out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Ooh, there he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Burks. Here's a heat. Myers on the move. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Touchdown Bears! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Knights decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They believe they can run right here. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Baylor! Once he got some room, it was over.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to throw, it's Burks. Finds the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Touchdown Bears! Special teams proving to be special.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Burks. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Knights will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So now it's 2nd and long. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Bunch formation for these receivers. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Bears want to move quickly. Quickly to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Open. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Bobo. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense on 3rd down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Headed to the end zone. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Makes the grab on the left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Burks. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Knights will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Knights line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Bears are moving quickly down the field.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Baylor! Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. To throw, it's Burks. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He's got it. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll send the back in motion. Toss to the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing waiting to get a score. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Looking to pass, it's Burks. He's got an open man. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it up to 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot...
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw it. On the move to his left. He makes the grab.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Bears are threatening on first and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score. Now
they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Wide receiver going in motion. Running to the left. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Brings up third down.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The Knights will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll run the option. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Across the 25, he's got room. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Pulls and fires complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, they're after him. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. To the air, it's Burks. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward... Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Knights send out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And let's just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center-quarterback exchange.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback making checks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. This is what you're looking for when you have the bet.